So, in the early stages of my life, I was a footballer. I'm very sure my sister Auntie Jam can confirm this. I joined football by passion, and I was so talented in it, and I had opportunities at an academy level to ascend to greater levels. But when I was grade 7, I had an injury by the leg at school, and I had like a cracked bone, which was never attended by any doctor. So I continued with this injury. It healed a little. Then I continued with my dreams of becoming one of those prominent footballers in this world, because I could see myself going there. Then, one, I have an injury. Number two, we were shifted from the town that I was living in. I was living in Glenora, in Harare there. Then we were transferred to the rural areas. My hopes were shattered. I was so heartbroken that I had no access to proper football clubs. At least in the town where I was staying by that time, I had access to other academies of my choice. And I was looking forward to go to Caps United, Dynamos, and all the juveniles levels. I was expecting myself to go there because I had, a lot of opportunities which were surrounding me. But by the moment I went to the rural areas, all those hopes were shattered because there was no access at all. Number one, I have an injury by the leg. Number two, I'm now staying in an area where football is not recognized. There is no club. I was broken inside, and I had lost hope inside. But there at the rural areas, this is where I found Jesus. This is where I was born again. Remember, I'm born from a Muslim family. I discovered Jesus when I went to the farms. During my times of being broken, I was introduced to Jesus, and I walked with Jesus. I studied about Jesus. I understood about Jesus. I learned about Jesus. I prayed to Jesus. I got the power from Jesus. I got anointed by Jesus. I was called by Jesus. Everything about me was Jesus. If I was not broken, if my leg did not have the injury that I still have now, by the leg, I still have it, I know that I'm not capable of being a proper footballer, because the part where I was damaged, of course, but the fact that I had an injury by the leg, it was going to be impossible for me to continue with professional football. So God had to cut my leg to shatter my hopes, so that He can introduce me to something that is going to give me life today. The people that I played soccer with, now as we are speaking, they are lifeless. They don't have anything tangible, especially in our country, Zimbabwe. The number of footballers is just too much, but the number of footballers who made it are very few. So I could have been on the list of all the people are talented but suffering. Then Jesus broke me down, shattered my hopes, so that He can resurrect another gift in me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not talking about a footballer, you are trying to join the gift. I was talented, and right now I can still play football. What am I saying? The Jesus that I was introduced to in my times of mourning about my gift, of mourning about the chances and opportunities that I missed when I was transferred from a town to the rural place. This is the same gift, this is the same Jesus that I'm surviving with today. I'm not an ordinary apostle. A man who prayed for more than 4,000 barren women with a positive result. A man whom the world is looking up to today, including you, and thousands of masses across social media platforms in all countries, China, Japan, America, Britain, Dubai, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Botswana, all over. All this, I gained it when I was broken. When God shattered my hopes. I could have been pursuing now the gift of football, but God knew that I was never going to make a life out of it. Apostle, do you mean that you make a living out of the gospel? Of course, yes. Yes, I survive on my own. Like, I don't ask money from the church. I don't get paid for this work. I'm not on payroll. Like the church, I never included it on my welfare. But it is the same gift that God gave me that is sustaining me. The only thing that I don't do as for now is I don't say I want to be paid for this work. I don't claim anything from the church. I decided to do it so that people can see that God can sustain his servants even when the church is not included on the welfare of a servant of God. Let it be known to you that yes, I survived by the gift that God gave me, but not from the church. But how did I get to be the person that I am today? I was broken. So I'm talking to the person who is broken now. There are some people who are walking, but they are carrying messages of brokenness in their hearts. They can't forgive themselves. They can't forgive the people who broke them. Sometimes you were in love, you were impregnated, and you were left. It's been years and years, and you are still holding up to that. And the man who impregnated you moved on. He even impregnated other people the same way he did to you. And sometimes he is married and happy. The only person who is still attached is you. Sometimes you were broken by your relative. You started a business, and whatsoever that happened, it sank you. Sometimes you were defrauded. Sometimes your money was stolen. Sometimes you lost your child. Sometimes you lost your husband. Sometimes you lost your car. Sometimes you lost your property. Sometimes you lost your dignity. I don't know what is breaking you. I don't know what broke you. But I want to tell you, a person who is wise, when the life gives you lemons instead of oranges, begin to make lemon juice, put sugar. It's very nice. Take advantage of everything around you. In your time of being broken, heal up and forget the past and concentrate on building up your future. Because you gain nothing on thinking about what happened in the past. In Shona, we say, it's a vice versa of something like this. Anything that happened in the past can never help us in the current situation. I'm telling you the truth. I know you are broken. Don't allow yourself to remain broken the whole of your life. Some of you are failing to love again. You were disappointed by one man. And all men who are coming to your life, you are comparing them to that person. It is now difficult for you to understand people without picturing them in the same category with the more men who broke you. As you can see, you were broken by a man, but there are plenty standing marriages. They are married to men, not monkeys. They are married to same gender, not animals. So don't allow being broken to shape your future. Being broken must teach you a lesson, not to fall into the same traps, but to move on with life and see what life has to offer for you. Pick up your broken pieces, rise up like a great army, and prove to the world that you can go down, but you can sprout out as a seed. A person who is in Jesus is a person who is full of hope. A person who has the Spirit of God is a person who has hope. Don't allow anything to put you on the ground and you remain in the ground. Bury your past. Forgive yourself. Forgive those people who sinned against you. Because this is what the Bible commands. It tells us that God forgives us according to the level that we forgive the people who betrayed us, the people who impregnated us, the people like at Faramari, the people who stole from us. We need people who are progressive. You can't be carrying the whole world in your heart. You can't be carrying the whole burdens in your heart. Heal up, pick up your broken pieces. Even in the same football that I'm talking about, you get injured in a game where you are hunting for money. But when you get injured, you begin to heal yourself. You begin to visit doctors. You begin to visit technicians or anybody who is into that. Then what are you doing here? You are trying to heal up yourself so that you can get back to the track and play football in any manner again. But our people are remaining in brokenness. They are sitting in brokenness. They are sleeping in brokenness. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to end? 7 years with one issue. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever that broke you, you were disappointed by a business, you were disappointed by a human being, you were disappointed by a relative, you were disappointed by a man or a woman. Rise up and put away all the shame that you have and face the reality. It doesn't matter that your name was like it was blackmailed. Your name was given another picture. They sank your name into the soil. You can still resurrect. The people who don't know about your history can begin to respect you according to what good things they have seen on you. Whichever way you are broken, I want to tell you the truth. Where you are broken, God has a reason. Life has a reason. Sometimes it is not a lesson. It was meant to strengthen you. It was meant to teach you something. So take lessons from them and know what you need to avoid the next time. Otherwise, being broken is not being buried. Being broken, it's a lesson, it's a classroom. You learn, you take notes down so that you don't fall into the same trap again. Then you begin to move on with life with another direction. That's what people do. You lost love. Why can't you find money? Why can't you find money? You lost the relationship. You lost the marriage. Why can't you concentrate on money? Money can never disappoint you. I'm not telling you about God, not because I don't respect God. I know that God is the reason why you are following me. You love God. You have God. You received God. You pray to God. You sleep with God. Everything about you is God. So if you have God, you have hope. If you have God, pick up that right direction and change everything around you. Be a broken person today. Be a better person tomorrow. So whoever broke you, forgive them. Forgive the past. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for foolishness of believing them. And don't believe the next person who is coming. Scrutinize them and be sure. Whatsoever that you do, don't rush into making decisions. Change direction. Sometimes some of you need to shift directions. God is disappointing you sometimes in relationships because He wants you to shift focus, because He knows that your family is in poverty and you are the man who is carrying the potential. You are the woman who is carrying the potential. So you need to stand up. You stand up for your family. You begin to look for money. You become a businesswoman. You become a businessman. You become a boss so that your family can look up to you. Most of you, the marriages of our days, when people are married, the whole family suffers. Be strong. Get up now. Forget the past. Forgive. Unosvika rini wakangobatira chigubhu akanditambisa akandishandisa saka unosvika rini? Unosvika rini? Unosvika rini uchinda pandakambovharwa mari gore ri? Unosvika rini? Until when do you want to still complain with hey, I was disappointed, hey, I was bewitched, we need to talk about now. What about now? Heal your soul. Tell your soul that it is well. Accept defeat. Some of us, we lost a lot of money. I'm a 70,000, I'm a 80,000, I'm a 15,000 at one time. But it never stopped us. Today we are roaring like lions, going upwards, going to the front. And right now, all the money that I lost, I don't even count it, because I know that my God is a provider. Because I know that so long I'm still living, so long I'm still having hands, so long I'm still having legs to walk for it, I can still make it. In your brokenness, find a way out. In your brokenness, find party 2. In your brokenness, find another way out. Otherwise, if you remain crying about the same thing, your thoughts will be held there. You will not see the potential of your life in the future. When we are broken, God is giving us an opportunity to correct our mistakes. He's giving us an opportunity to look up to the future and see which direction we must go. So to all the broken people, this is Apostle Sean speaking to you. Being broken is not the end. Being broken may be a time to learn. It may be a time to pick up a new road to walk with. Don't stick on to one way that you failed. Find another way. God bless you.